Hey guys, so I haven't made a video in a little while and it's really weighing on me and like really bugging my head because there's stuff I think about and then I haven't done it. So let's just get into why. And then I have a few plans and a few ideas as to what I'm going to be doing next. So if you notice that I'm wearing the same clothing, it has more to do with the fact that I am doing this all at once if possible. So, there we go. Um, I stopped recording videos because I got sick, and when I get sick, I have to get IV antibiotics because I cannot take them orally, and that just presents all kinds of problems. I mean, I do them at home. It's not that, it is literally just the exact same time as I was going in to just say that I didn't feel so awesome. I had a little bit of an issue because the cardiology called me as I was walking into the same building that they're in. I highly, highly doubt they knew that. It was mostly because that's where my primary care doctor is, and I got a phone call and it was just like, hey, so uh, I talked to your neurologist and on and on and on. So anyway, let's just make this brief unless you want to hear about all my personal troubles. They wanted me to do a test and to see them, and long story short, he called my primary care doctor while I was talking to him, and they scheduled the test and his upcoming appointment like ASAP, and they didn't let me have an input on like when it was going to be. They just said, this is when you need to show up. You have to have someone with you. You can't have your kid with you. Well, duh. So I had to kind of like hurry up and find a time that was like someone who could watch him. And I'm it's overwhelming to even think about. You see, I already have a bunch of diagnoses. I already have a bunch of illnesses that are supposedly rare and that they shouldn't go together. So, it's kind of getting over that because it means progress. I mean, it could possibly mean for me to get a pacemaker that wouldn't solve anything, but wouldn't cure anything. It wouldn't really treat anything other than symptoms. That's fine with me. I used to run a couple miles a day, and yeah, now like going up and down the stairs makes me feel like I'm gonna die. It's pretty shitty. So I guess it's okay. It's just nerve-wracking because you're always, if you have a chronic illness or so, you kind of worry that you might fail the test and then no one will treat you and you feel like shit forever. Then also you don't want to fail the test or you don't want to be fine or whatever on the test because that also means like you might not get treatment, but if you don't, that means you're sicker even though you know you're sick. I mean, it's so hard to describe. So anyway, coming to terms with that, and then yesterday, that was not the Friday that just happened. It's the previous one. So, anyhow, my son's dad was sick, so he couldn't get him, and we worked together to kind of make ends meet for me. So he usually goes like just a basic child need grocery shopping on every other Friday, and we were supposed to do that, but he was really sick, so I went to do it by myself. And I was trying to check out with my son, and it was already stressful because for some reason, every single person who, well, I would have guessed was working, which is why I go to the store at the times I go. They weren't, so there was a lot of people, and I don't know, it makes me real nervous when I already don't feel good, because if I pass out in public, I lose my license. Gotta love the laws per state. And I just can't do that shit. like driving a car is my savior of being anxious. So, anyhow, I get a phone call from an area code that would insinuate it is somewhere near my area, and I don't really know anybody that isn't in my contacts. So I answer the phone, and apparently the neurologist has started scheduling other tests, and they're the ones that I fear. So I just, a person answered the phone, they ask my name, and I say, yeah, and they just start talking about an EMG slash something else with 2 letters. I should know this. I, at that point, was just panicking, and she's just like, I'm calling to schedule that right now. Okay. So, I standing in line, halfway checked out because I use a self-check because I don't know. I like controlling what things go where in my bag. I like to know that nothing is going to be squished, destroyed, or otherwise lost. And if it is, it's my fault. So, just being mad at myself is a lot easier. So, I say, yeah, whatever, do I need someone with me? Because if I do, that is a lot harder to find someone to also watch my child. I only have 2 people to do one or the other of those things. And on any given day, one of them is working, maybe the other one isn't, but usually they both are. So, I scheduled that, and that was yesterday. Was it? I think it was. Today's Saturday. So yeah, it was yesterday. Sometimes I think I'm losing it, man. I think I'm losing it. So I scheduled that test, without asking any of my family if they're available, and now it kind of looks like they're all gonna jump ship on me, and I'm not even gonna. Okay, so that test is putting needles into your muscles and passing an electric current through them. I mean, layman's terms. It's measuring a lot of different conductivity, reactivity, and all of that stuff. But when it comes down to the person who's going to be the one subjected to pain or not, that's what's going to happen. Look on the NIH website, and the answer is this test going to be painful? Is just yes, period. It may hurt 2 to 3 days afterwards as well, period. End of explanation. So anyway, then I decided I should maybe update you guys, because I'd like to start getting a little community. It's never going to make me money, but I would like to at least know that if someone watches it, they know I'm not dead. If someone's watching this with the chronic illness, they know they're not the only person in the world whose doctors just don't give a shit forever, and then suddenly it's just bam, they all care. And now I don't know why I'm more uncomfortable with that. I guess my experience is always that doctors don't necessarily care. I'm gonna get another pillow to sit on because this is hurting my butt. Sorry, guys. Downside to having bad hips is it drastically can be painful to sit down sometimes. So anyway, I don't know what to do with that. Anyway, so the plan is I've found the different things that family sometimes puts on my Facebook or people I've done on YouTube that are tags, and only the ones that to me seem like something that I could get to know me better, by putting things in questions instead of me rambling, forgetting what I'm talking about, looping around in 100 circles and not getting anything done. So, that's the plan. And also, I'm planning on being a little less terrified of humans and getting in trouble for things, and I'm going to try to take my phone with me on some things that I have to do, because a day in the life of me, I'm walking around and I would love to be narrating to somebody how I feel and why I'm like always so, like I'm constantly moving right now because I'm uncomfortable. So there's that, and I don't have any mystery unboxing, but I've watched people, dude, damn, they open their fan mail. I think what would be interesting and useful, even if you're not a person who has like central lines or things that you have to like access daily, I think it would be useful for a regular person to, even if you have anxiety, if you have medical anxiety that's triggered by medical things that don't have to do with you, that might be, but I'm not taking anything out. You should be fine. So it's up to you to make your own discretion, but it's a warning from here on out. There is going to be a couple videos where when I get my shipment every week of like 360-pound boxes, it's like Christmas for me, not a good Christmas, but I get a bunch of new things. So I am going to just unbox it. I'll let you guys see what a day in the life or week, because it's once a week, would be like. Like, what do I deal with? Maybe what do people you know but you don't really know them deal with? And my hair is all kinds of special. It's not doing anything I want it to, so, and I don't like using products because sticky things bug me. So, lotion, and it's going to be cut in a week, so, or maybe 2. It's after that awful test, I think. Maybe before, hopefully before, because when I'm crying, I need everything else to be on point. Anyhow, so I'm going to open those boxes. I think I might do a little tutorial on like my line or setting up the TPN. Maybe I'll go through what a schedule in a day is for me. I know there's a lot of people who are on TPN and some support groups I'm on who also are having really bad teeth, dental problems, and considering these are dentures and I don't have any back teeth. Basically my bottom teeth, I have the same amount as a standard 2-year-old. I think it'd be maybe important if some people realized, you know, there are younger people like me who have them and they suck on a lot of levels, but there's a lot of positives. Like my mouth not hurting 24/7, my mouth not causing my blood to get infections every month. So I think I should do that. I would really like to show just other things. When I get anxious about all these other medical things, I pretty much just sit and drink a lot of coffee and stuff. No, it doesn't do my body any good. It's a nervous habit. Ooh, eating popsicles. Anything frozen, because I have tragically low iron levels that can't be fixed because it's part of my issues. I'm digressing again, and I have a couple videos to make. So I am going to stop this one and move on to the next ones. I hope you guys didn't have too bad of a week. You know, every day you wake up, you've blessed this world with your presence, and you don't have to be religious to feel that. I know people who don't realize that how important they were or are. That if they left this world, I would be so lost. My grandpa is one of them. But he's gone, and I kind of knew when it was going to happen, and when he left, that was, you know, people don't realize what they're worth. So you are worth something. You maybe don't feel that way, but you are. Everybody just close your eyes, breathe in, take a deep breath out. And even if all you did today is watch this video, you managed to do something. You're still alive. Just try again tomorrow. Try again later today. Sometimes everything doesn't go as planned. Okay, guys. See you later. You can subscribe. I have Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, Facebook and Snapchat all under the same username as this channel, which is not yet dead. Bye.